Hold on,
Let me
give
see.
me. You see? Take that damn picture. And
You didn't let him
Oh, where'd
finish.
he go?
now
Wait, oh you
say it with your chest. Holler at your partner. Take the damn picture. No, it's all good.
Oh, that's funny.
It's
What's
all
up,
good,
guys?
dog.
So I was talking to Liddell about this bill. I was
For
going
sure.
all over TikTok on this bill. I talked to Mo about this
Mm-hmm.
bill. This
Mm-hmm.
bill has a lot of pork in it, guys. I'm trying to
Wink,
stop
wink.
swearing, all right? It's got a lot of pork in it. And a lot of this pork that's in it is actually super nefarious. Now, this was just one portion of it. Like I said, this is 4,000 pages. I did not sit and go through every single one. I went through the pieces of information that really, in my opinion, is important to the applicant, and this is what they care about. Here's another portion of this video. And Mo kind of talked about this, the Title X. You know more about this, so I'm going to let you take this one. But this is how much money they allocated to the Title X funding, which funds Planned Parenthood. That is fact checked. You can look into it, but I think it's 286 million.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Crazy.
Like, why do you need all that? Like, see, this is the thing. This is why I said they're not using that money for that. This is just a money funneling system, is what this is. They're not using this money for that shit. And then that stupid ass Big Mike trail that they want to, or a park or whatever that they want to give Big Mike.
Yes,
What the fuck?
they wanted to give Big Mike it. Well, they are. I think I want to say it was 5 million, 5.5 million for her to have a trail named after her. That one kind of blew me away, but here we are. I don't quite understand why she needs a trail, but apparently Obama's wife needs a trail because she's that important. And I'll pull up that as well. I have all this stuff pulled up. I'm a freak of nature. Okay, hold on. We got to take this comment down. Let's block him. Right here at the bottom, do you see it? It says Department of Transportation Highway Infrastructure Programs. Actually, it's 3.6 million for a trail to be named after Michelle Obama in the state of Georgia.
That's crazy.
Yes.
She ain't even from Georgia. What the hell? What the? Dude, I will say this, Politico has a great article on what's in and what's out on this. So, they have Ukrainian aid more,
Mm-hmm.
45 billion more to
Mm-hmm.
Ukraine, okay? The TikTok ban on government devices.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This one, early end to COVID rules. Who knew that we had to put it in a bill? As
Who
quick as
knew?
they had that shit enacted, now we got to put in a bill to get it over with. But it will give states more funding and bar them from kicking people off federally funded insurance.
Hmm.
Mm. Telehealth extension. Oh, preventing another January 6th. Look at that. You can pay for that
Yes.
now. You can pay for that. Uh,
Did you know that, guys?
a lobster lifeline.
Lobster life.
Yeah. This also includes a bigger spending bill is a measure aimed at curbing fraudulent tax breaks reaped from land conservation deals and legislation to boost retirement savings in tax advantage accounts. The addition of both provisions follow uncertainty over whether there will be any tax title in the government funding bill at all. There's a lot of stuff. 4,000 pages of stuff, guys.
4,000. We're just pointing out the things that matter.
They
Mudo's
ear
bothered.
they earmarked $2.6 billion for January the 6th attorneys.
Oh, really?
2.6 billion. So just walk with me. These are prosecuting attorneys, not defense. Prosecuting. Most of the cost comes from the defense side, not the prosecuting side.
Hmm.
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 Interesting. So
Very.
so so if $2.6 billion is divided into 1,000 attorneys, each attorney gets $2.6 million, and we all know attorneys love billable hours.
Oh
You
yes.
get you get billed for a freaking email.
Mm-hmm.
And the email could take 5 seconds to return, but all of a sudden it's 30 minutes of their time.
And how much you want to bet more than half of these attorneys are going to be related to somebody in Congress,
Yep.
right? A kid. I'm sure they're going to employ all their family members. That's how they
They
love to do it.
they explicitly put in the bill that none of the money allocated of any kind can go toward our border security.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But they put in a ton of money for Jordan and 3 other countries, specifically for their border security. Huh? I know
Yeah.
why they're doing this, guys. And I'm gonna do a kind of move show again on border security. Notice this, guys, and I'm gonna go here. They located Osama bin Laden in the damn cave,
Mm-hmm.
but they cannot stop child trafficking. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Super
There's some
interesting.
facts. There's some facts that I will not divulge online. I know where this comes from because I've had some discussions with some high level people. But this is they're trying to see. I gotta give it to the Democrats. They think long term. They
Yeah,
think.
they do.
Think about this. They have an influx. I believe about 2+ million people have
Mm-hmm.
in have came in the last 2+ million people. I think it's 2.6, 2.7 million people. And notice a lot of them were children too. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to replace not this generation, but the next generation with a new voter base. And then all of a sudden, we need to give them amnesty. All of a sudden, now what Obama did back in 2000, I think it was 12, when it came to the Dreamers, that was strategic. He knew
Mm-hmm.
that was not going to get done in his term, but he
Right.
was thinking 2 or 3 terms after him. So I,
Yeah.
I see this Dreaming thing come back up again. Maybe not in the next presidential cycle, but the following presidential cycle. And all of a sudden now, all these dreamers now, we should get rights now. We should get amnesty. And these spineless jokers up there in Washington, D.C., no matter if you're a Democrat or Republican, they're going to go for it because there's going to be a lot of money put behind that push. And we all know politicians love money so they can fund their campaigns. It's a
Right.
uniparty. It's not a binary party anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. See this
So
all the time.
they're trying to
Oh,
get this. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
and another thing. Notice this was passed during a lame duck session, and they put guardrails in there to where the money has to be spent in 2023.
Yep. September.
Mm-hmm.
Got to be spent by that time frame.
Yep.
Got to. And then you have the turtle, Marble Mouth, Miss McConnell come up there and say our number one America's number one concern is Ukraine.
Yep.
Ukraine. It's
Mm-hmm.
exactly what that man said. And the people standing right behind him, Johnny Urched, all them fools was like, yep, yeah, shaking their head like some seals. Like, yep, they all did get voted out.
Yep.
Yeah.
You get voted out. Trash, garbage.
So they're trying to pass this obviously before the holidays, and before the new people come in January.
It's already been signed already. So
It's
it's
already
in law.
passed.
Well,
Hmm?
by the it's but has it made it
Biden
to the
signed it
president?
today. Yeah, he signed it already.
Oh,
Yeah, this is
Jesus.
already passed.
It's done. Sound say deliver. They out. They
It's already
gone.
done.
I gotta give some heck of praise to Tom Cotton, Mike Leach, um,
Richard
Ted
Burr.
Cruz. Now Richard Burr. He decided not to vote.
Yeah. Well, that's right.
Trash, garbage. No, nigga, you got to vote.
Yeah.
Yes or no? No, sir. All of the Republicans, and if you're a Democrat, all of the Democrats that said no to this, and I think 100% of Democrats said yes. 100%. There was a select few
Mhm.
there was select few of Republicans that said no. A large number on the House side and a large number on the Senate side. Besides 18 of them, including Lindsey Scam. His name is no longer Graham. It's Scam. Lindsey Scam.
Lindsay scam.
That's what his name is. Scam. Scam. All of them. Trash garbage. He the one talking about Ukraine too. Oh, I want to go into Ukraine and why they're doing this, but it take me too long, guys. My bad.
Oh, I mean, we could paraphrase. It stems from a coup that was staged in the year 2008, and they have not stopped since then. This has been going on since Obama was in office. They took over their government, put in people they wanted to place in. Biden has been exposed time and time again for quid pro quo. They fired the AG, who was the prosecutor who was investigating this whole Burisma thing, and I'll get into that again. This whole oil deal. America's dirty, and so are these establishment Republicans. And it actually bothers me how much support they get because I don't quite understand it.
Listen to this. $410 million border security for Jordan, Lebanon, Egypt, Tanzania, and Oman. 200 million for the gender equality and equity action fund. Not ours, in another country. Okay, 65 million for Pacific coastal salmon recovery. Huh? 7.5 million to study the domestic radicalization phenomenon. Okay, trash. I'm almost done. 5 million to study the impacts of culverts, roads, bridges on salmon population. I don't know what that was for. 3.6 million for Michelle Obama Trail, whatever. 3 million for an LGBTQ plus NM museum in New York, and
Oh,
lastly,
it's
three
way more than
million.
that.
Oh, okay. 3 million for bee friendly highways. Bee friendly.
Mm.
Be friendly. Trash. This guy, they trash.
It's
Garbage.
garbage. So look,
Uh,
I went and got the
what's the name?
screenshots of all the things you're talking about.
What's the name of the Republicans that voted for? Because Nikki asked, well, what are their names? I'm trying to find their names.
Oh,
I
she
I
posted it
po-
in the chat.
I posted some of them there, but there was 18
Where?
in total. So I'm trying to find
Where?
the full list.
I,
I
I
just
have it.
posted it in the
I have it.
chat.
I'm trying to
So
find it
it was
now. Okay.
Fred Upton, Liz Cheney, Adam Kinzinger, Rodney Davis, Chris Jacobs, John Katako, and Brian Fitzpatrick. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
here we
want
go.
you guys to know
Here's
that
the
more
full list.
money.
Sorry, here's the full list. Roy Blunt, John Boozman, Shelley Capito, Susan Collins, John Cornyn of Texas, Tom Cotton, Lindsey Scam, Jim Inhofe, Mitch McConnell, Jerry Moran, Lisa Murkowski, Rob Portman, Mitt Romney, Mike Rounds, Richard Shelby, John Thune, Roger Wicker, and Todd Young.
Trash. These guys is garbage. These guys is garbage, man. These
Yeah.
guys is garbage. These guys is garbage. I ain't trying to hear nothing you talking about. And then what's gonna happen is inflation's gonna hit, and you're gonna hear these fools say it's the Democrats and their policies. And
Yep.
I'm gonna say, fool, you contributed to it with this omnibus bill too.
Mm-hmm.
They contributed to it with almost every piece of legislation they passed since the Democrats took over.
So Mitch McConnell, is this meeting at the 40-yard line? We gotta meet at the 40-yard line. Is this what this is? If this is
Mm-hmm.
this is 40-yard line, bro. Nigga, we lost. Trash. Garbage. You've lost the
It's
game,
a
man.
wrap.
Oh, man, it's just y'all. I'm trying to told y'all this is what me and Cliff we disagree. He believes that next year the rates are going to go lower. I don't see that at all because there's so much printing going on, guys. If you have a 401k, IRA, Roth IRA, 403b, pick a retirement account. It may be time for you to make some drastic decisions because they're not going to stop printing. They're not going to stop printing, guys. They're not. They're not.
Mm,
Sorry.
crazy. Well, I have the clip of Mitch McConnell. I'm gonna roll real quick.
The turtle.
Making sure the Defense Department can deal with the major threats coming from Russia and China, providing assistance for the Ukrainians to defeat the Russians. That's the number one priority for the United States right now, according to most Republicans. That's sort of how we see the challenges confronting the country at the moment.
Like that, those are the challenges our country is facing at the moment.
Okay. Tucker Carlson, Dan Bongino, Hannity, Laura Ingraham, all of Newsmax, all of OAN, all of Fox Business and Fox News. If you have these guys on, and I'm gonna exclude Tucker and Dan because they've had them on and they've disowned them. If you guys are not bringing these guys on and chastising them, you trash too.
We know they are.
For sure. For sure.
But Dan, Barry Bongino, and Tucker, I gotta give it to them. They've been the ones calling them out. They've been calling them out. Trash.
So before we move on to the what I think is the most important bill, or most important part of this bill, I do want you to see how much money has gone to the LGBTQ community and what certain money has been allocated for. So they've got $7.5 million set aside. This is crazy. LGBTQIA plus Pride Centers, they got 1.2 million for that. 1.2 million for services for DACA recipients, aka helping illegal aliens with taxpayer funds at the San Diego Community College. Don't understand what that has to do with LGBTQ, but apparently it does. Right here at the bottom, I found this to be crazy. $750K for Trans Latina Coalition to provide workforce development programs and supportive services for transgender and gender non-conforming intersex immigrant women. Bro, what?
I gotta read
Okay.
that
What?
one.
What?
Okay. I'm gonna go here. It's because I got to. Because I'm a principled guy, and I'm a terms definitions guy. The one thing that I've heard a lot of African Americans ask me is about reparations. Don't mean to go here, but I am gonna go here.
Take it there.
Sunni and Mo hold me accountable. Ever since Biden has gotten to office, well, I'm not gonna say Biden. I'm gonna say anybody. Trump, uh, Obama, Bush, Clinton, and the old Bush. Um, it seems like other eth- ethnic groups tend to get some cash, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but we're the ones always left out. We're grifted, BLM grifted. We're grifted and used, but all I hear when Biden got into office, he actually gave some money to the Asians, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, he's given countless hundreds of millions of dollars to the LGBTQ plus people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm not a fan of it, but I gotta be consistent. Why are we getting left out in the cold?
I don't agree with any of those people getting money.
Me neither.
Mm-hmm.
Me neither. I'm just talking about the principle of the thing. So let me be clear. I don't agree with none of that. It's just terrible stewardship.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm looking at, okay, the effort here. Am I off base? Hold me accountable.
I mean, I'm going to have to agree with you. I went in and did a research on the promises that were made to the Confederate soldiers amongst the general who said, hey, if you fight for us, you can fight for your freedom and we'll make sure we give you 40 acres and a mule. And that general actually died and they reneged on that promise. So I agree with you. You need to make do on an agreement that you set. Now, how they do it is however they do it. But this country and its officials made an agreement with those people back then and didn't honor it.
This concern, again, I don't agree with money just being thrown out to people. I want to make that
Right.
very clear. That's bad stewardship. Okay. But it's being done.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm seeing a lot of times is we're grifted. We're used to attract liquidity, BLM and them. But that money didn't flow to us. It flowed to others people. Am I right?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out where the bag at, yo. How at your partner? Where the bag at? I mean, we giving hundreds of $millions to the LGBTQ, and they are like 1% of the population. Ain't we a lot more than that?
40 million plus.
And I'm trying to figure out when is Biden going to resign? Because isn't he supposed to be about diversity? So isn't it privilege for him to be the president? Why hasn't he resigned yet?
That's a good question.
Am I tripping? I'm trying to figure out anybody that's Caucasian, because it's about diversity, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Why haven't he resigned yet? Any privilege? You're there.
Right.
Why you violating your wokeness, your creed? I got a lot of questions. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out why he's still the president. Why hasn't Kamala been sworn in yet?
Yep.
Right. Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
What's going on? He should be out. I'm confused. Obama should be talking about, man. It's time. It's time to go. It's
Liddell,
time to go, Joe.
Be
Okay?
careful what you put out there into the universe. Don't put Kamala's word in.
I'm just holding them accountable to their own standards. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is, where the bag at? Everybody getting something, but besides us.
Where the bag at? Democrats,
I mean, but did
at?
you read, Liddell? Did you read the outline, like, for what would qualify you for these reparations? Did you read that?
I didn't waste my time reading that nonsense. So no, I didn't.
But it's
trash.
It's laughable. It's trash because you have to be a direct descendant, okay, of a slave, which means like I think they said like 7% of California's population will actually qualify for this.
Mm-hmm.
So, people are sitting there thinking they're going to get all this free money. They're going to vote for it. They're going to support whoever's telling them they're going to get it, and then they're going to find out, just like they did with the school loan shit, that they ain't getting anything.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree 1,000%. And this comment about Danin Yen, I'm sorry, I'm gonna destroy your name. Yanelli, I'm sorry, forgive me if I'm destroying your name. My bad. I own it. You're correct with the reparations. We've had there's been a commission for reparations since 1989.
30 years.
And if I'm wrong, let me know. There's been times to where, from a Democrat side, because they always say we're the ones talking about a commission. Okay, no problem. There's been a time to where the Democrats actually had all two branches of government, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to figure out, why didn't you pass it then?
Right.
Oh, no intention. There ain't no intention of doing this.
This is trash.
They're never going to make out on the promise. I'm just saying, fine, honor your agreement. I agree with that.
All I'm saying, man, is man. I mean, I love what Ice Cube said.
The black president, he could have signed an executive order. Boom, boom, boom.
Didn't.
Just
you know
like
what he
Biden.
did?
Obamacare.
He said sorry to the Japanese and then passed a bunch of gay legislation. That's what he did.
Bruh, I'm just like, man, I mean, we had even the black president didn't do this. He passed Obamacare, and that's been a train wreck. That's been garbage. That's been trash.
That broke a lot of people. Yeah.
It's just strange when the government gets involved in private sector stuff seems to get a lot more expensive, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, call a spade a
Paid.
spade.
Call a spade
Don't
a
let me become the president.
spade.
Don't let me become
I like your
president, man.
hat. I like your hat, Liddell.
Oh, thank you very much. I like it too. That's why I got it on.
That's a nice color. I like the color.
Appreciate you. I know it looks good on me. I make it look good because it's me.
True. That must be what it is.
It's me.
You
It's
are
all good, baby.
feeling
Except,
yourself.
hey, when I get up in the morning, I'm feeling myself. When I go to bed at night, I'm feeling myself. Throughout the day, I'm feeling myself. You know what I'm talking about? It's safe to say I'm feeling myself.
Look at Liddell think he dropping bars over here.
I am.
Bars.
You catch me now. Take the picture.
Since we are talking about former presidents, there was a particular part of this bill that I read, several sections of this bill actually, that I said, wow, I'm about to be cutting on my Rocky music again because Trump is about to get real freaking roaded. They have allocated funds to a injury or death that was that happened because of the what? The famous
Jibber jabber.
vax. Now, we can say this because it's in this bill. So I would love for YouTube to try to snatch my video down because I'm going to fight that tooth and nail, buddy.
Well,
We're allowed to talk about this. Congress is talking about it.
Well, I hope you understand that before this law was passed, and I'm pretty there's some language in there. The key thing is language. Whenever these pharmaceutical companies made this vaccine, they were indemnified.
Mm-hmm.
They were indemnified. This means nothing. This means nothing.
Right.
They were indemnified.
But I think the general public doesn't know that. And when Suni read that to me, I was like, why would you need this if it's good for you?
Safe.
If it's safe, why would you need this?
Trash.
So last year's administrative expenses for the Vax Injury Fund, it was at 13.2 million. Now it's up to 15.2 million, which is a 15% increase. The question that was being asked is, are you anticipating a 15% increase in vaccine injuries, which contributes to what Mo's question was, if this jab is indeed safe and it's saving lives, why do you need this? Why do you need this? And I have a clip that is not going to age well. I think everyone remembers this clip because this is probably the most shared clip that got Trump in hot water.
Vaccine is one of the greatest achievements of mankind. We would have had a 1917, remember the Spanish flu, killed perhaps 100 million people. Actually, it ended the First World War because the soldiers were so, a lot of people don't know that. The soldiers got so sick. It was a terrible thing. There were no vaccines. There was no anything. I came up with a vaccine, with 3 vaccines. All are very, very good. Came up with 3 of them in less than 9 months. It was supposed to take 5 to 12 years.
And yet more people have died under COVID this year, by the way, under Joe Biden, than under you. And more people took the vaccine this year. So people are questioning how...
Well, no, the vaccine worked, but some people aren't taking it. The ones that get very sick and go to the hospital are the ones that don't take the vaccine. But it's still their choice. And if you take the vaccine, you're protected. Look, the results of the vaccine are very good. And if you do get it, it's a very minor form. People aren't dying when they take the vaccine.
Why the fuck you?
Vaccine is one of.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Oh my gosh! Stop freaking lying. So yeah, the reason I play that is because I said this when Trump was pushing it. When I was speaking out, being like, "Dude, this is going to backfire on him if he does not stop." They're going to use it against him. Right now, they're praising him. Oh, Trump's doing this. Thanks, Trump, for helping us. But now all the studies are coming out. The CDC has come out. What's the other one? The FDA has come out and acknowledged that there's issues with the jab. They even put out studies in the clinicals. Majority of the people that took the jab had an injury versus the people who got a placebo effect. Why is Trump not listening?
So Liddell, you said they were indemnified. This doesn't matter. So then again, is this just another way for them to just funnel money through some fund?
Well, Here's the kind of a secret when it comes to Washington and how they shake hands with the legal profession. These funds, sort of trust funds or funds, so to speak, when it comes to legal fund protection funds, they normally go to a certain law firms. Okay. And then these law firms, what they typically do is they go after these funds. Well, these funds, these attorneys or the ones that's actually collecting these funds are big Democrat donors.
Mm.
Huge. It's a grift.
Mm-hmm.
It's a grift. It's a
What I
grift.
thought. Okay. You know what? That whole thing made me eat all these gummy bears. Like, what the hell? I'm so stressed.
Don't be stressed.